Hello everyone, hope you're all having a good day. Well, anyway, I thought I'd play a game today called Titanfull 2. I spent a lot of time, in my younger days playing this game, and then a bunch of, people basically kind of made the game unplayable by hacking it, and they kind of killed the game off, which kind of sucked it sucked loads, um, but it was still kind of playable on consoles. But it was pretty much dead because there just was not. There was not anyone really playing it because of the hackers, and well, the game had issues with matchmaking and stuff as well. So that was a big problem. But anyway, and Respawn, the company that made it, said that they weren't going to put any time or effort into fixing the game because they didn't. They thought, well, they said it would cost too much money to fix and deal and resources. But anyway, suddenly out of the blue, right? This game hasn't worked for years, but out of the blue, this game is all of a sudden fixed and it's playable. And as you can see, I'm going into a game very soon when it finds a game now. But I am so glad that Titanfall is working again. And to be honest, if you haven't played it, then you should, especially the campaign if you're not into online. The campaign is something else. It's unbelievable. But it's kind of this game is movement based. So you can wall run and double jump and slide, and it's all very fast paced and fun, but it's not balanced. So don't, if you do play this, don't expect it to be balanced. It's far from balanced, but you'll have a good time playing it. So yeah, what else can I? Yeah. The gun I'm using is kind of like a missile, like a grenade launcher, but it shoots tiny missiles. Well, in the game they call them micro missiles, but the gun's not that practical, but I like it. It's fun. So, yeah, I just died there, as you can see. But anyhow, back to the game. I'm glad that people are playing it again. I thought this game was dead, but as soon as they they didn't even announce that they fixed the game. It just sort of came. It was just sort of out of the blue. The company that made the game basically put these codes in patch notes for from a different game entirely called Apex. When it was the release dates of when the first Titanfall came out, Titanfall 2, and then Apex came out, and then but no, they didn't even announce that they fixed the game. They just sort of did it secretly, which was weird. But anyway, whoever did work on the game, I'm glad it's working again after all these years. No, I'm not very good at the game, and if you want to look up someone else that is better at movement, then definitely do it, because it's quite nuts what you can do with this game. But every single surface you can basically wall run on. It's incredible for how much. This game came out years ago, so it's quite advanced for when it came out. It's yeah, I got punched by a giant robot. Yeah, the big robots are called Titans, and there are different Titans in the game. They all do different things. The Titan I use is called Monarch, which basically you can do do damage and fill up the meter. There's a meter that you can see on the screen, but anyway, when that meter gets full, when you're a pilot, first when that meter gets full, you can call your Titan. But with Monarch, you can upgrade. So the more damage you can do, you can when the meter gets full as a Titan, you can upgrade and have different like effects. So like you can have arc rounds, which are basically just basically ammo that shoots electricity at things that does more damage than like normal bullets and stuff, which is quite cool. You can have increased health, etc. But also Monarch's the only Titan in the game that can be restored after Doom State, pretty much. Doom State is like secondary health, so like you when you get blown, so like there's like your main health, but when that gets depleted it goes into Doom State. Now most other Titans, once they're in that state, it's pretty much dead. But Monarch, you can actually restore the health back to, well, full if you can find enough batteries, which is really unique compared to the other Titans. But anyway, yeah, as you see, I die a lot, but having quite a lot of fun in this game, and I recommend you lot should go try it. Do I kill this guy? No, he killed me. Oh well. So I'm also trying a different way of making videos, as I've been making videos for years, and as well, I haven't been doing so well with it, to be fair. Like, so I'm trying different things and stuff to try and improve it, and I've spoken to a few of my friends and they've given me advice and stuff, and yeah, one of my friends has a YouTube channel as well called Lucas Talks. You can go watch him, but he gave me some advice on like how I could maybe improve and stuff, which was good. I'll probably put a link to one of his videos like down in my description if you want to find his channel. But yeah, he's actually quite he basically talks about just like all sorts of subjects, but it's quite interesting, and sometimes it's funny, other times it's a bit more serious. So yeah, I after this video you should go definitely check him out. I'll put a link in the description properly. Anyhow, this is my Titan Monarch. Like, I to be honest, I die instantly because of, well, I wasn't expecting this many Titans in one spot. But I guess the good way of comparing a Titan is kind of like a tank I suppose it'd be like a futuristic tank would be a good way of describing it. Yeah. Anyway. I should have definitely ejected then. But, oh well. What else? Anyway, as time goes on, I'm sure I'll improve on how, I'm not really used to talking in, like, videos, so I am definitely, like, probably going to improve over time. And also I don't have a script, so like I just say what comes into my mind, so I don't know if that's like any interest to you lot, but it could, like, it's not all thought out, you know, like whatever happens. So I know my videos aren't live, but it's kind of like a live response to what's going on in the game, I suppose. Because I basically just watch the footage back and talk over it. Like, I did try recording myself as I was playing the game, but there was too much background noise and it just didn't work out very well, so I thought I'd try it this way, as this is a new thing for me to try. Do I kill this Titan? I don't know, but basically the game mode I'm playing is called Bounty Hunt, and the more money you earn in this game is how you win, but as you can see, we're losing quite drastically. But yeah, then and like, do you have any suggestions on how I can improve? Like, put in the comments and stuff, because I am struggling for like ideas and how I can improve, and it would be a great help if you lot, or if anyone even does watch my videos, like, it would be a great help to, like, for, you know, just to leave suggestions and stuff. Say, hey, maybe you could try this or that. I'm open to listen for ideas, like, you know. So if you have an idea on how I can improve, if you do see this video, then please, like, speak your mind. Just as long as it's not offensive or anything like that, because, well, you know, like, there's too much of that crap going around in the world. You should all be peaceful with each other, and if someone disagrees with someone, have an open debate about it and just talk about it like adults, you know. So, like, let's have a discussion if anyone does see this video in the comments, but a, a sensible, like, one, you know, an actual, and everyone's entitled to an opinion, so don't forget that, you know. Like, just because someone likes something better or says or disagrees with whatever opinion or whatever, you know, you shouldn't overreact. At the end of the day, it's just an opinion, and we need criticism to improve our lives as time, you know. We need positive and negative like criticism in our life to help us improve and keep on growing as a people. And I know this isn't really on the topic anymore of Titanfull, but I've ran out of things to say about Titanfull. But anyway, like, let's talk about some actual topics. Like, I believe there's too much hatred in this world, like, and like, it's kind of a shame because of the stuff that is lovely and all the proper, like, you know, nice things is kind of... Yes, Mum? Sorry about that, my mother came in, but anyhow, as I was saying, like, there's a lot of beauty in our world, but, like, there's so much, like, the media and stuff don't really cover any of that. They always cover, like, oh, this person said this or that person killed this person, you know? Like, there's too much of it in this world, so I would like for the comments in my videos, if people ever do comment, to be a safe space where people can talk and just speak their mind and be, like, friendly and maybe even help each other out with just daily life stuff, you know. So that's how I would like to see if my videos ever do get watched and people start commenting, like, and yeah, so, you know, how things should be in this world. Anyways, back to my, well, not back to anything, but new topic, like, there's a lot been... Another thing which I think is wrong is that, like, companies, like, I don't know that much about, I don't know if anything's been done, but I know a while ago, like, companies were designing products that you can't really fix yourself unless you pay someone, which is wrong, because you should be able to fix it yourself, you know, not pay some fancy bloke like hundreds of pounds, you know, just to fix something that you could probably fix yourself if it was, well, if you know what you're doing, you could fix yourself. See, I like to tinker around with stuff and try and fix things, which is, that's what I like to do, but sometimes they make it so it's physically impossible to fix, which is wrong. And I know there's some stuff about trying to get some sort of standard for consumers to be able to fix their products, products the consumer buys and stuff. I know there's something going on about that, but I don't know too much, so I'm not gonna say exactly much about it because I haven't done enough research on it. But I do think it's wrong how things are, where they make a product and then it breaks, but then you can't fix it because it's how they've designed it. Unless you pay someone that works for the company or whatever, a stupid amount of money to fix the product you had in the first place. Ugh. So yeah, that's one thing that's wrong. I got itchy nose. That's not really anything important now. So yeah. If you do have any ideas, please let me know what you'd like to see. Because I am struggling to grow my channel, and I even lost a subscriber the other day, so any input would help. I know I have an extremely small subscribers, but well, hopefully if hopefully if my videos I get better with I'm hoping that it won't get stuck like this, with how small my channel is. If people give me suggestions and stuff, it might actually grow. Okay, I know some of this is incoherent, but I'm sorry about that. I am trying my best. I do feel like this video is a little bit too long, but I was enjoying playing the game, so I kind of got carried away with the length of the video. So trying to constantly think of subjects is difficult, and staying coherent is also hard for me, but I'm trying my best, and I'm sure as time goes on, things will get better, but anyhow, also, we're at a point in our society where homeless people, shouldn't be a problem. I mean, what I mean is, we have enough infrastructure and enough things to better support our population, but we don't do anything about it. We let them suffer, but instead, we could... I feel like our government could do more to help them, how even if it's just have a few shelters around, more than what they have access to, or maybe even where they can get a free meal for a bit, soup or something really cheap to make, but our government doesn't do hardly anything about it. I mean, the UK, I don't know too much about other countries, but the UK, it's they just kinda forget they exist. I mean, there's probably some bits in place, but it's not enough. Alright. This game is called Last Titan Standing, which is basically kinda like a team deathmatch, but with robots, and I die a lot, in this mode. But anyway, there are so many tragic things going on in our world that it's just it's fucked up and it's wrong, and sorry about this swear word. I didn't know any better way of putting it, but our government could be doing more rather than just trying to make a ton of money. Like, that's all it boils down to. I know it's important to have money in the country and stuff to keep the country alive, but they can do some stuff to better support their population than what they actually are doing. You know? I mean, it could be worse. Like, we could be in a dictatorship, that would be terrible, but we're not. Like, which is a lucky, like, thing that we have the will, like the free will and freedom of speech and stuff. We're so lucky to have that compared to some countries, but I just feel like our government could do more to help than what they actually are doing. Like, they're not doing anything about so many problems. I mean, we have the NHS, which is excellent, but they're really underfunded, which, like, I mean, I think it costs, like, paracetamols is like one of the cheapest, like, things you can get as medication, but it costs like but to get paracetamol from the NHS, it costs like them an unbelievable amount of money, which is stupid in my opinion. Like, I think the government should do more to support the NHS as well. Like, they've done a lot for us, and the government, like, basically doesn't really do anything. They could support them, but they don't, and 9 out of 10, they're underfunded. They don't have enough staff to deal with it all. Like, Trelisk is a big hospital in Cornwall. Well, the main hospital in Cornwall, I would say. But, anyhow, it's, so underfunded that some of the wards have even been, like, closed off and no longer used because they don't have the money to keep the ward open or have the staff to run it. But that's mainly because of the support, like, they actually have is so little. I mean, our air ambulance had to have a charity to raise enough money to buy a new helicopter, pretty much, because we needed a new one a few years back. But yeah, our government didn't really fund it. They had to make it into a charity thing, which I feel like it should be up to the government. Like, obviously charity is a good thing and stuff, but I mean, I think they could do more to support them. Like, even if it's just like something small, but instead they get nothing, like, from the government. I mean, but the NHS is really important to so many people that live in the UK. Without it, we'd be kind of screwed. But however, like, there isn't anything in place for, like, vets, which is wrong. Like, so let's say if your dog like, gets into an accident and you don't have insurance, like, they'll expect you to pay right there and then, and you can't even do a payment plan, so you can't pay it off over time. So if you don't have the money for it, your dog has to suffer or be put down if it's severe, because, you know, that's just wrong on so many levels. There should be, like, a thing where, oh, hey, my dog needs this done, but I don't have enough money to pay it out right, but I can pay it, but I should be able to pay it in installments. So, like, you pay so much, like, each month, kind of like a contract, but it's not like that. Instead, it's like, oh, your dog needs this done right now, pay this much money now, and then we'll get it done. If not, have a nice day. You know, like, literally, if you don't have enough money to, like, pay for an operation, they don't care, they'll send you home. Like, they don't care how, if the dog's in pain or anything, like, they'll just tell you to, they'll just say if the dog's in too much pain and you don't have the money, then, like, they will literally just recommend you putting the dog down, which is horrifying to a lot of us dog owners. Not just dog owners, cats, any animal, really. It's such a screwed up system, but, like, they make enough money to be able to do a system where you can pay, you know, like, they it doesn't need to be the way it is. It just comes down to greed and money, money, money. Like, yeah, I know things are expensive, but and inflation doesn't help either when things keep going up not every year, but you get the idea. But yeah, we need like an NHS but for pets. Like, we have one for people's, so why not pets, you know? That's something that is important to a lot of people. Like, there's a lot of us that wouldn't be alive without a pet, you know? Like, they've been there for us when we've been really, like, down, and, like, you know, for some people they've been like their only lifeline, so when they get sick, there's nothing we can do unless you have a ton of money right on the spot. It's such a terrible thing. Like, you can't even pay in payments. Like, I mean, I'm not saying make it like the NHS, but I'm just saying there should be better things for people that can't afford to pay it right there and then on the spot. You know, like, in this world is just money this and money that, and if it's something you really need and you can't afford, then you're pretty much screwed. Unless you borrow money off people, but then you're forever in debt trying to pay them back, you know? It's such a hard, like, thing. Like, I was, like, well, me and my partner was lucky with TD because, well, TD's our little chihuahua. There's a couple of videos of him, but anyway, a while ago, he damaged, well, his leg stopped working properly because of a birth defect, and, like, he needed an operation to set his legs right, but we couldn't afford it, and, like, we thought he was, like, you know, we thought we were, like, screwed. There was nothing we could do, but something quite strange happened when a random person contacted us and offered to pay for his operation, which was really nice of that person, and, like, I am forever grateful because, like, TD's like, healthier than ever, and, like, he's much happier, and, you know, he's how a dog should be, like, but, like, without that random person doing that act of kindness, like, TD would be, like, on painkillers and can't move around properly, and it would just be such horrible, like, for him. But thanks to the random act of kindness that this lady did for us, it was wonderful, and I'm forever grateful of it. And speaking of random acts of kindness, there's not enough of that going on, so next time you see someone struggling, maybe try and help them. Like, you know, ask if they need help to do this, like, whatever they're doing, and if they do need help, I'm sure they would be grateful for you, just as long as it's nothing weird or creepy or, like, you know, that'll put you in danger, as long as you stay safe, because, like, that's another thing, you gotta stay safe about these things too. But, like, it doesn't hurt just to give a random act of kindness every now and again. Like, you know, that's something that doesn't go around enough. And what, if you believe in karma and stuff, then like you can see how what my point, where I'm coming from. Like, man, how long is this video? I'm still talking non-stop. I mean, I don't know if this is... let me know what you think about this talking non-stop through the whole video. Like, I mean, I know there's been little pauses here and there, but that's just so I can catch my breath to keep on talking. Like, I know this may sound like random link, like it's not even linked to the subject, but I was just playing Titanfall for fun, but thought I'd talk about random subjects and try this sort of thing rather than talking about the game, because when it comes to games I have no idea what to say, but when I'm just randomly rambling on about stuff, at least I am confident in saying what I am saying, So let me know what you think of this stuff. Like, anyhow, yeah, like, so whoever, like, paid for I forgot the lady's name who paid for my dog's operation. Well, mine and my partner's dog's operation, but I'm forever grateful of it. And I was never expecting it. So that was kind of like the best feeling I ever had, because it was either that or he could, like, it was either the operation or nothing for him. Like, but she gave him a chance of life, and it was like such a wonderful act of kindness. Like, I didn't believe it at first. I thought it was some kind of like weird scam, but it was actually true, and I still can't get over that. But without that person, whoever that person was doing that, TD would have been suffering. So I'm so grateful for that. And people should do more acts of kindness. I'm not saying go pay for someone's operation or whatever, but I mean, like, if someone's struggling, like, help them, or if you see someone that's homeless, like, offer to buy them a drink or food. I mean, I don't recommend giving them money because, like, you can't always be sure, but if someone is homeless and you want to, like, help them, you can always, like, buy them, like, some food or something, so keep safe. So stay safe, like and subscribe, and click the little bell thing to get notified when I make videos. That doesn't happen very often.